it's Maya from Barre Bliss Studio and welcome to your tip of the week. This week I'm going to talk about some core work, specifically one of my favorite lower belly workouts or postures or movements. I call it diver legs. Sometimes I add a weighted Pilates ball for resistance, and you can do it without resistance. Again, it really targets that space, the lower belly, pubic bone right under the belly button, and then some nice inner thigh work and outer thigh work. We can work in parallel and we can work in turnout in the legs. So I'll show you. So lying on the back, arms at your sides. You can keep the upper body activated if you want by doming the hands and pressing the fingertips into the floor. My triceps and my forearms are off of the mat. You can play with that if you find that your upper body is having a hard time stabilizing, because we're gonna add some movement to the legs. So parallel is like this, turnout or external rotation is like this. So some people might need to have their knees bent a little bit, especially if you're feeling a huge pull in the hamstrings, or you feel the tendency that you want to pick the hips up. We really want to keep the lower back evenly on the mat, the upper back, and the head, so as tension-free as you possibly can. So I'm going to show you external rotation. All right, I start with a couple of pointing and flexing, and I'm really trying to extend as much as I can from the hips all the way up to the tips of the feet. All right? So once I've warmed up a little bit that way, I'm going to lower the legs a few inches. I'm feeling my upper body want to move a little bit, so I'm going to dome those hands on the floor and keep that upper body active. Lowering the legs. I'm not changing the curvature in the lower back. This is stable, right? The back doesn't move. I'm just trying to get the work right in here. From here, you can do little lifts, little lowers, little lifts, little lowers. You can hold that open V position at the hips. You can add the upper body. You can reach the fingertips up towards the toes, and you can actually add little pulses. So I'm already starting to shake, all right? And then I'm going to turn around and show you parallel so that you can see the extension of the legs. So this time it's in parallel. Again, getting your back, your body set on the mat, fingertips pressing, heels over hips to start, point, flex, activating. You can do it in flexion too, lowering the legs. In this, I'm going to press the inner heel, the big toes, the inner knees, and the inner thighs, and I would do some lower and some lift. Again, really controlled, very deliberate movement, and then you can add the upper body if you want. Okay? Diver legs, and that is your tip of the week.